Next up here, we have a very special guest who joined the space in 2017 when she claimed some CryptoPunk. Having previously collected offline art, NFTs were a natural move forward. Co-founding Nebula, she works for the onboarding and training of women, fostering their growth and expertise in Web3. Please, let's give a warm welcome for Beauty and the Punk! So the question of the day, how did you first get involved in blockchains and CryptoPunks?
Well, I've always been a nerd and a geek. Those are different things, but they're correlated. And having always liked that, I like technology. I saw blockchain and it was something that...
What year was this?
2016.
2016.
2016, I got a tweet. Yeah, sadly not Bitcoin though, but well, can't have it all.
And so how did you see sort of like CryptoPunks, like what sort of tipped you off to this thing that, you know, had not even been minted before?
Well, I did
or
not
even
know
just the
about
idea
the
of minting something like...
Yeah, well, we didn't even mint, we claimed, right? So they minted it for us. I saw that, and I always liked art. Like when I was a student, I would go to museums and buy the postcards on the way out. And when I started getting adult money, I started getting a little bit of art. I would travel, I would, you know, see an artist, a local artist, I would get a piece and bring home. And then you find something that connects some two things that you really like and you believe in. How can that not be really exciting? And they're cool, and the whole experience, like playing it. I remember being there and like looking for it. There was no trade, like search. There was nothing. It was just a mess. Sorry, Matt, John was wonderful. Because it was messy and it was fun. And it was Mist Wallet, and you had to, you know, download the bloody blockchain on your computer. It was work and it was fun. How can that not be interesting if you like all the things behind it?
So take me back to that day. So you saw this thing and you could just claim as many as you wanted. And so how many did you claim that day?
I didn't claim that many. I claimed like 39.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
Well, that's not that many to you. I'll take a couple of those off right now.
But my reasoning for that was, it's just, I didn't want to claim 1,000. And why didn't I want to do that? Like, why didn't I want to be the person that, you know, would have a lot of it? I also thought that this was a game, and if there are not many people playing the game goes nowhere. So you have to have people playing the game. I'm diamond-handed. I'm terribly, I hate selling it. I appreciate people that do and that bring new people to the space. This is the game, this is the community, this is what we, you know, how we grow. So thank you for the people that sell. I love having new people here, and this takes a burden off my chest. But I didn't want the game to stay in the hands of 10 people that might have gone nowhere. So I said, if this is big, I have 39, 4 of them waves, I should be good.
Yeah, you should be good. I think you're good. I think you're probably
so
pretty
if
good.
this is something, I'm going to be fine. I can batten that number.
Right, so how many were left to claim after you stopped claiming? Like,
oh, so many, like thousands still.
So there were still thousands?
Yeah, because I arrived, of course, after Moxie. So he got an audience because I was literally searching through the matrix of images and seeing what was there, and I realized by color. Like you see that the aliens pop out, you see that the zombies pop out, and I saw that the apes were a thing. I didn't know how many there were back then, I didn't know it was only 24, but I knew there were not many. So I was looking for them, and I tried to find a couple, and as everyone can see, I like purple. So I went for a lot of like purple hats, and that's a lot of my collection is that.
Oh, you
I kind of want to have a
purple.
little family.
Do you have a bunch of purple hats?
I do,
Okay.
I do. I have siblings and like cousins, and yeah, we have a whole family of us there. Even 2 of the apes have it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's super interesting. So what caused you to use the ape as your sort of like online kind of like identity? When did you start doing that?
I actually I was lurking on Discord before as my civilian person. And when 2 days after claim, I put an for sale for the unbelievable price of 37 ETH, and we claimed it. We paid nothing for it. It was gas, so 37 was like a really high amount.
Sure.
It took 2 years and it sold. And when that sold, and I saw it on my civilian Twitter, and I'm like, oh, okay, no, I'm gonna be one of those known people, and I'm gonna say that I own my wallet, and I'm gonna take a different role in the community I have. So that's when BEEPLE was created, just to really claim that wallet and interact with the community in a different way. And between all the punks, among all the punks that I had, I really like because it has eye contact. I know, sorry, like, very contradictory here, but I do like my ape has eye contact, so I like that. It's a 180.
Gotcha. No, that makes sense. Is it been something that has been sort of like, I guess with an ape, there's not too many people with apes, so it's not too hard to sort of like tell yours apart from other people.
That's true, yeah, like I have 2 of the apes that have purple hats, so that's also, not much competition for that kind of attention, I guess. Yeah, there are not many of us with apes. I'm still the only woman though, so if anyone wants to join, just let me know. Yeah. But it's a nice community to be part of in any case, like overall.
What did your sort of like family and friends, as you were sort of like claiming these and talking about them, like how long, when did it click for them?
Well,
that this was an actual valuable thing, that it was like, oh shit, she was very right on this.
It was like recently.
Recently?
Yeah. No, because I didn't tell anyone.
Oh, okay.
I didn't tell anyone until I started making changes to their lives, and yeah, alright, have you seen the BEEPLE sale? Have you heard of NFTs? And I told them about it, and then I'm Brazilian, by the way, and then it was on the Brazilian news, like this huge Sunday night television show that we have, news show, and then your sale was there, and they were like, oh, this is what she told us about! Like, oh, she really is in there, like she has the news, like, alright, maybe she listened to her. So I did, actually, my friend was really open to it, and really liked the idea, and they got into it. Like, they got involved in communities, I don't know, it was really interesting. I didn't get any bad vibes from anyone in my family about it. They were very supportive.
Nice.
Yeah.
What does sort of like being part of this community mean to you? You seem like somebody who's very active and sort of really leaning into the community. What is this sort of like given back to you as a sort of like creator?
Well, I think the biggest thing about being a CryptoPunk is you can count on all the CryptoPunks. I think you make connections and they're real. That's the thing with local communities. I think there will always be a P2P project because people want to be part of the community. And the people that got here early enough to claim it or to buy it early enough, or they're putting a lot of money to get into this community, they love the technology. They are builders. There's so much behind it. And a lot of CryptoPunks value their reputation a lot. So they will not scam you. They will not... Of course, people are people, and like the IT crowd would say, people, what about your bastards? But most of us are not bastards, most of us are nice, and you make nice connections, and they will bring you forward, they will lift you up. We try to do that, not only inside the CryptoPunk community, but to all the people that we get to know and trust. And I think this is a real value that we actually bring to the NFT space in general.
What do you think makes the CryptoPunk community different? Because I get that sense too, that it just has a different vibe than many of the other sort of like PFP collections. What do you think is it about this specific community that makes that vibe feel different?
Yeah, it's just a lot of people don't buy to flip. Like that's a very small share of people that buy to flip. So you buy because you want to be part of the community. You don't want to take like short profits. You like the technology, you want to build, you want to connect, there's so much more to it than the monetary value. The intrinsic value of CryptoPunks is much bigger. So what we like to build, what we buy as art, the communities that we foster, all the work that we do on the sidelines, it builds so much in the space. And I think that's a lot, that says a lot for the CryptoPunk community, that we lift all the people, we try to foster other people and artists. CryptoPunks have bought a lot of art and different types of art, and it's special in that sense, I guess.
For sure, for sure. Can you share any strategies or tips for collecting CryptoPunks besides obviously being ridiculously early where you can just claim them?
No, that's no. Well, that's the thing. I do see people like commoditizing communities nowadays. So they build a project because they want to get a lot of money, and CryptoPunks can a little bit be the I made it. I made it into NFTs. I am Web3. I have a CryptoPunk. But are they really CryptoPunks? Not necessarily. So I do see a lot of people trying to play communities to do it. Don't. Just try to be genuine and really belong in the community you are. But tips to get a CryptoPunk, there's no work hard, play hard. There's nothing. It's a little bit of luck, which is knowledge and opportunity combined. No, I hate that question. No, I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna call.
What about purple hats? I mean, you can just tell people to get purple hats.
I just like purple hats. And if I would ever change my profile picture, I would change it to like a wild black hat with the bandit.
And a purple hat?
No, the black hat and the bandit mask. And she's very cool, and I think she's the coolest punk.
Wait, that's not the stringy hair thing that Secret Phrase was just dogging on.
I don't see it here, but we will soon. She's just a wild black hair.
That yellow, is that stringy hair?
Not stringy, no. In any case, I'll post it on my Twitter and tag people, and you'll all see.
We got a couple minutes left here. Can you tell us a little bit about this nebula and the sort of like work that you're doing with that?
Yeah, so as I mentioned before, I'm Brazilian, I'm a woman, there are not many of us in the space. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to tell women about the technology and see how, if at all, they would like to get involved. Do you want to be a programmer and develop in the space? Do you want to be a community manager and work with people in the space? So we have that project in Brazil going on, and we also have a project with Ukrainian refugees in Portugal because I currently live there. And there are a lot of Ukrainian refugees, women and children in Portugal. So we are working with the Ukrainian Hub. They train them for business, and most of the women have already opened businesses in Portugal. It's very difficult to find a job if you have no connections and speak the language.
Sure.
But you can tap in your own community and like English-speaking community, a lot of foreigners in Portugal. So how to upgrade the business with Web3 solutions for the community, for rewards. What is it that they can do to just make that a little bit extra? So we are now doing the first course with the first set of the business trainees that they had. They already opened the businesses. So those are the two cohorts we're working with. Women in Brazil, just general Web3 training as in developing and the social skills like being a community manager, and in Portugal with Ukrainian refugees.
Do you see any way to combine those two loves of CryptoPunks and sort of empowering women? I feel like there's got to be a way to kind of bring more.
I don't think CryptoPunks is. I don't think women have to join the CryptoPunks community to make Web3 in general and improve the space in their own way and bring their own wishes and build differently. But I do think CryptoPunks can be part of that journey, and they can lift those people up as well. So I think CryptoPunks, we're like the godmothers and godfathers, and we can do good without necessarily having to have people be us.
Sure.
You don't have to be us to be great. No one ever said that, and it should not be the thing. CryptoPunks can be just a force for good. Yeah.
There it is. Everybody, Beauty in the Punk, thank you so much.